Most companies have been splashing their way through the economic downturn just trying to survive. Their balance sheets may look okay today, but that doesn't mean the future is rosy. They've undercut their own growth by only focusing on reducing costs to improve the bottom line, which can hurt them in the long term. What they need is a more strategic way of managing their cost agenda.
The Fit for Growth Index is a quantitative way of measuring a company's readiness to drive profitable growth. It measures three very tangible ingredients of success for a company to outcompete and drive sustainable growth year on year in a very unique and differentiated way.
Sustainable growth is achieved by spending more on things that fuel success and less on things that don't. Strategy Ann's Fit for Growth approach has three parts. 1. Identify the handful of differentiating capabilities that truly fuel your company's competitive edge. 2. Take a brutally honest look at all your costs. Invest more in the things that clearly support those differentiating capabilities and less in the things that don't. And 3. Rewire your organization to support the mission of cutting costs while still growing. That commitment needs to trickle down into every decision and corner of your company in order to succeed. It may sound simple, but it's not that easy to achieve. We looked at 200 top global companies, scored them on our Fit for Growth Index, and shockingly, around 80% are not set up to grow.
The Fit for Growth Index revealed that many of the most admired companies in the world are simply not ready for growth.
We found that companies generally fall into 5 distinct categories when it comes to how well they're positioned to grow. At the bottom of the pile are strategically adrift companies. They lack a clear strategy, their priorities aren't as defined as they need to be, and they are too reactive to what goes on around them. Next are the distracted companies. Almost half of the companies we studied fall into this category. They have a strategy, but it's not targeted enough. These companies haven't yet made the tough choices that are needed, and therefore have a hard time staying focused and on track. The next group is capability constrained. These companies have a sound strategy and know their capabilities, but they need more discipline and execution in order to improve. In the fourth category, we have companies that are in the game. They're almost there, but they need to fine-tune the way their organization is set up in order to truly drive the growth agenda. And then there are those companies that fire on all cylinders, with strong strategic priorities, smart investments, and an organization that truly supports their agenda. These are the companies we call ready for growth. Where does your company fit, and how can you close the gap to join the growth champions?
We found that extraordinary discipline was needed by some of the most successful companies to basically make some real choices, cascading all the way down from the CEO to the front line around what's essential and what do we need to focus on, and what's not essential and what do we basically need to just stop doing because it's not going to drive future success.
Disciplined commitment to the Fit for Growth approach can help your company become leaner, stronger, and more financially fit. Knowing what kind of company you are will help you make the choices you need to fuel growth instead of chasing it. Our newly launched Fit for Growth Index Profiler helps determine your company's Fit for Growth Index score, ranks how that score measures up against competitors in your industry, and shows the key areas where you can improve. Will your profile reveal that you're ready for growth or that you're in danger of being left behind?